Hey guys, it's Taya Tripp. Welcome back to my channel and Magic Drip special guest.
And what sucks is I wish I could tell 18-year-old me, hey man, don't let this experience define you.
My name's Taya Tripp. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a trippy hippie. I like to make videos about my life, my adventures, my routines, different things like that. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on my notification bell so you can see when I upload new things. Today, I am doing a video over journaling. This is something that I like to do. If you watch my videos, you know that I journal a lot. I have a journal full of different prompts and writing activities. I just wanted to share them with you so you guys can possibly get inspired by them with your journaling, and it's just always fun for me to see new ideas, so I just wanted to make a video over some of the things that I've journaled about in hopes that you guys can relate and find yourself doing it in your own time. I really like journaling for a bunch of different reasons, but one of them is it just kind of helps me clear my mind. You know how when you talk to someone and you're like, ooh, I'm so glad that I got that off my chest? Well, writing kind of does the same thing for me and a lot of other people. It's fun and engaging. You can use like different colors, decorate your journal however you want, make it really personal, and that's kind of what I did. This journal is actually from, I think I started it a couple years ago. My favorite color is pink, so I bought myself a pink journal. It just says notebook, and I wrote my name in a black Sharpie right there. I have Lisa Simpson right here. I think this is just an iconic picture. This is also me in a sense. Then I have a sticker that says parental advisory, explicit content, because that's me. I just tend to be very blunt and I will say anything that's on my mind, even if it's explicit content, so warning. Then on the back I have some other stickers. I guess these are what I felt described me at the time. I got a trippy alien, some tea, which is kind of funny because I'm drinking tea right now. We also got a sunshine on here because I'm just a big ray of sunshine. No, but I am. And then I have Rick because total mood. And then we have a skeleton meditating. So when you open up my journal, you are greeted by butterflies. What else? I just love butterflies. And then we have a page and it says, it's me, Taya. I just drew a bunch of things that are important to me or that describe me, or like slogans. So when I open it, I'm just greeted by everything that I like. It's just a reminder of like, yeah, this is who I am. One journal prompt that I have in here is an A through Z about me. So I made a list A through Z, and I found something for each letter of the alphabet that describes who I am. And it's just like a fun little activity to try to figure out what letter you could relate to, like something in your life. A, I put autumn equals my favorite month. Like it can be literally anything, and it's all however you want to do it. Like it's not something other people will probably be reading. Another great one is I wrote in the middle here things that make me happy, and then I drew pictures and wrote things that make me happy. Sometimes it's nice to be reminded of the things that make you happy and the things that keep you going. Another prompt you can do is a movie list. There's like so many movies that I want to watch or that people will tell me about. Same with like TV shows, and I'm like, oh, that sounds so good, like I want to watch that, what's it called? And they'll tell me, and I'll like try to remember, and then eventually like I forget. So I like to make a list of like the movies and shows I want to watch, movies to watch, and then I made like a list of the different things and I check them off as I watch them. Another thing that I like to do a lot is I would look up like question prompts, and I kind of created my own questions too, and I would just like answer them, and they were like personal questions. Why did your last relationship end? When's the last time you cried? What's the hardest thing you've ever been through? Just things like that. I would like fill in the answers. I have so many of these like prompts, like different categories, like they focus on different things. So if you guys would be interested in that, I have actually linked them down below, and you can just click on the link and the questions will pop up. So if you want to write them down and answer them in your journal, like totally feel free to. These are questions that really get you thinking. I also make bucket lists a lot, just so I have like goals, and when I look at my list I can be reminded of things that I want to work towards. This was like my summer bucket list from probably 2018, and then I would just check the things off that I did. There's some things I didn't get to do, it looks like, but they can be really extreme or they can be super simple. Another journal prompt that I'm really fond of is the self-care one. It can be hard to like figure out what to do when you want to feel better or just like pamper yourself. It's nice to have things written down. Right here I have things that would be helpful for like my mind, my heart, my body, and my soul. Another journal prompt that I really like is feel good songs. So in the middle I just wrote feel good songs, and then I surrounded it by like all the songs that put me in a great mood or that just send that like feel good vibe through you. You know what I'm saying? You can even like create a playlist out of it. You can also make a wish list of like things that you want and things that you want to save money for. I always forget things that I need to buy, so it's nice to like be able to write it down and then be reminded like, oh yeah, I was gonna get this. Something else that I like to do is write down snacks. I eat a lot of junk food. I try to use alternatives like fruit or veggies or just like something. I wrote down like a list of snacks. I also wrote down date ideas, just different things that I thought would be fun to do on a date. It could be with your partner or with friends. It honestly doesn't matter. I just like having ideas of things to do. So this picture in the middle, it says I'm grateful. It's a sunshine, obviously. And then I wrote different things as the rays that I'm grateful for. And I just filled it. I don't even know how many things I wrote down, probably like 20. And it really makes you think. This journal prompt I wrote in the middle, what I love about myself, and then I just filled the rest of the page with things that I love about myself. It's important to keep track of that, because if you lose sight of things you like about yourself, then I feel like you can just kind of deteriorate as a person. It's always great to have a positive self-image. This is something I wrote in the middle. It says feeling down, and then these little arrows lead to things that are pick-me-ups. If I want to feel better, here are my suggestions. I have so many like questions. Like I said, I'll link them down below if you want to look at the questions lists. This one in the middle, it says things you can control, and then these pointers come up and I just listed off all of the things that I'm in control of. Some things I will work myself up about and they won't even be in my control. Like there's nothing I can do about it to change the outcome. I wrote down the things that I can control to remind myself what I am able to do. Some of the things I wrote down are the words you say to someone, how serious you take life, how kind you are, how hard you try. My next list, this is songs that remind me of, and it's like a whole list of like different songs, like my childhood, my mom, song that calms me down, song that reminds me of summer. The list goes on and on. I can also link that one down below. This list is things that annoy me, so I just wrote very boldly things that annoy me, and then I wrote it all down, because sometimes you just gotta get that out. And if you don't want to like tell someone all the things that annoy you and sound super negative, just write it down. I have a page of all of my favorite quotes. I just made it kind of fancy, it looks like. My favorite quotes, and then I bubbled off some of my favorite quotes. I think this goes on a couple of pages. I have a lot of favorite quotes. Let me read one to you guys just because. Feel what you need to feel and then let it go. Do not let it consume you. I also have a list of things that I consider the best feelings in the world. It can be something super simple. The list goes on, and I just have some of the things that I consider the best. I have a list of things to do when I'm bored. I find myself like sitting around and like watching TV or something when I'm bored, and I would like to be more productive. I have a prompt here. It says words that describe me in the middle of the page, and then around the page I just fill out literally all the words I can think of to describe me. It creates like a base for me, so like I know who I am regardless of what people tell me, regardless of what others think. This is all the words that describe who I am and what I'm working towards. I have a list of standards written in my journal, and that is standards for a partner, because I told myself that I am going to be with somebody who meets all my standards, because it's not a selfish thing to do. And that way, if I ended up, in a situation where someone wasn't meeting the standards, then you can do this in, like I said, partnerships or relationships. It doesn't matter, but it's like nice to have them written down. That way you know what you're looking for and you don't accept anything less than what you deserve. I have a mood tracker in my journal. So I wrote down like the month and then wrote like a little square for each day of the month. Magic, stop! And then I have like a key at the bottom that says what each color represents. So like green is sick, and then sad would be blue, red, angry, And I fill in each day of the month like what my mood was, and then when I reflect on that month, I can see like how I felt overall and then adjust accordingly. I have a currently list, and it's like currently I'm is my heading. Then I have a list of things like I'm currently reading this, I'm currently listening to this music artist, I'm currently eating eating this food. Like, this is my favorite food right now. I can put that list also in the description. I have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown in my book, and this is a meditation technique. List 5 things I can see, 4 things I can feel, 3 things I can hear, 2 things I can smell, and 1 positive thing about myself within that moment, wherever I am. Really makes you reflect and be in the present moment. And my last list of the day is my favorites list, of course. And then when you get to the end of my journal, I have this. This is just literally me all the time, and I thought it was cool because it's an astronaut, and then I have the National Suicide Hotline number. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, turn on the notification bell. Also, if you hear like pops in the background, people are shooting off fireworks like crazy. Like, I will see you in the next video. Stay trippy.